Currently, the naval power balance between China and the US is undergoing a structural shift. The US's traditional advantages face multiple challenges, while China relies on a strong industrial base and sustained investment to rapidly narrow the gap. Although the U.S. Navy still holds scale and technological stock advantages, its shipbuilding industry is declining. Fleet aging and maintenance difficulties are increasingly apparent, leading to a gradual loss of strategic initiative. The U.S. shipbuilding industry has fallen into serious decline. Its global market share is only 13%, almost entirely dependent on military orders. By 2025, from the naval budget $226 billion can build only 6 new ships, including 1 Virginia-class nuclear submarine and 2 Arleigh Burke-class destroyers. The costs are high, and progress is severely delayed. U.S. shipyards face skilled worker loss, shrinking design teams down from 1,200 during the Cold War to 300, along with infrastructure degradation issues causing delays in all 88 carrier and auxiliary ships. In 2022, the U.S. Government Accountability Office reported, between 2015 and 2019, delays in carrier and nuclear submarine maintenance equivalent to losing half a carrier and 3 submarines of combat power annually. 4 state-owned shipyards have only 17 dry docks, insufficient for demands. Vessels often show rust and equipment aging is common, directly impacting readiness. Although the 2025 naval budget request reached $257.6 billion, only 12.6% is actually allocated for new construction, with forced cuts to key projects like unmanned ships and the next-gen fighter FAX. In the U.S., Congress and military fiercely debate retiring old ships versus acquiring new ones. For example, in 2022, out of 9 littoral combat ships proposed for retirement, only 4 were approved, resulting in a bloated fleet and hindered modernization progress. China's Navy has over 350 ships, with 210,000 tons added in 2025, including the Fujian electromagnetic catapult carrier, O55 class 10,000-ton destroyer, and O93B nuclear submarine, achieving full electric propulsion, dual-band radar breakthroughs, and vertical launch systems. The fleet totals 93 ships, with anti-ship missile range and supersonic capabilities leading. An effective regional policy system is formed in the Western Pacific. China's share in the global shipbuilding industry is 59%. 20 large shipyards and 140 dry docks support efficient military and civilian shipbuilding and maintenance. Main vessels like the O54A frigates and O52D destroyers are mass-produced. In 2020, new ships launched accounted for 37% of the global tonnage, far surpassing the U.S.'s 21%. The Chinese Navy focuses on near-sea defense and regional control, relying on land-based missiles, air force, and informaticized systems to form asymmetric advantages, without bearing the huge costs of global deployment. While the U.S. Navy must spread forces to maintain global presence, only a third of its forces are assembled in the Asia-Pacific, with logistics lines vulnerable to long-range fire threats. U.S. and Russian forecasts predict the Chinese Navy may surpass the U.S. within 7 to 10 years, based on industrial potential and sustainable investment. Though the U.S. still has the advantage with 11 nuclear carriers and 76 nuclear submarines in stock, China's catch-up in destroyer technology, anti-ship systems, and shipbuilding capacity is irreversible. With shifting tides, the Western Pacific's power balance is rapidly tilting towards China. Maintaining maritime dominance will become increasingly costly for the U.S. That's all for this video. See you next time.